everyone was pretty shocked to see Miss Minutes help Renslayer in episode 5. Is she a traitor or just programmed that way?
Well, I don't know, but you can leave your complaints at the door. We'll just put it in the trash. You can find out later. I know that was so exciting and really fun to see people speculating online about who she really is and is she good or is she bad and how much does she know. But that was really a fun twist. And I love, the animation's so brilliant that you're just catching something in the, like, it's so subtle, like these little facial expressions that she has that makes you wonder about her.
Yeah, she even panicked. She was like, hold on, just give me a minute.
She did a little bit. She did a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Do you go online and monitor what everybody's saying?
I have always loved interacting with the fans, particularly on Twitter. That's where I have over 400,000, which is like my biggest of the social media platforms. So I tend to go on there and read more of the comments. And it's been so fun. I have to say, I'm so grateful to the fans for loving her so quickly. They seem to be intrigued and in love with her before the show even aired based on the trailer. And it's like, almost instantaneously they loved her and wanted to know more about her and were complimentary of my work, which is so wonderful because, voice actors prior to the internet, I don't think they knew how beloved they were. And then something as risky as putting an animated character on an already existing, very beloved franchise is a big risk. And the fans could have said, oh my God, we hate her, or why is she there? But they instantly fell in love with her, and I'm really grateful.
Yes, even from the poster, people were like, who's this?
Yeah, and they instantly loved her.
You're a photo opportunity even at Avengers Campus.
I know. I think I got to go and check that out.
Yeah.
Get a picture beside her.
It's fantastic. You do voice so many fan favorite characters that are just beloved by so many people. Yeah, I have to say Miss Minutes sounds totally unique. I'm not like, oh, there's a little Batgirl in there, a little Raven. It's its own thing. How do you do that?
I appreciate you saying that because since, I've been doing animation since I'm 13 and I'm always very conscientious about giving each and every character their own entity, their own way of laughing or seeing the world. I never want to mix them. And, sometimes I'll go into a job and they'll say, well, can you do Timmy Turner? I'm like, no, he exists in the Fairly Odd Parents. I can do this little tweak or this little thing, even if it's subtle, to make it my own character, because once I create a character, they live up in my brain, and when it's their turn to come out and play, they do. And even though maybe I've done a Southern character before, there hasn't been something quite as nuanced in that world like Miss Minutes, and she's completely unique. And I think the authenticity of that character and why it feels like it does to you is because in each of those moments, I'm actually picturing that I am those characters. And because this show was already filmed and finished, I got to see it in its finished version before even, voicing. They showed me the scene first. So I got to watch Tom and I got to see this whole fabulous world and then sort of jump in and see who she is and how she'd fit in. And it was very organic, and you have to be able to jump in and play when you're doing voiceover or any kind of performance. And so I think it just sort of happened naturally, but I appreciate you saying that because it's something that I'm very conscientious about.
Well, also Miss Minutes is a lot like Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park, who was partially inspired.
Funny tweet about that and put them together in a GIF or something. It was really cute.
It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But both characters have to relay a lot of important information. Is there a trick to holding people's attention and making sure they get everything?
Well, I think when you're saddled with doing exposition, you have to make it interesting. And if it's a voiceover role, you really have to envision everything that you're saying and see it in your mind so that you're bringing that to life with your voice. Like if you just said this is happening and that's happening, you'd be kind of bored. But if I'm saying, well, this is happening and then that's happening, you're already curious as to what I'm talking about by elevating each moment in each scene. And I think because from the start, we could see that she had like a little pixiness to her. She's talking about very dire consequences, but in this very cute and inviting voice. So I already knew like I had some stuff to play with in and around that. And just envisioning each moment and really believing I'm in each of those moments and really feeling everything that I'm talking about, that sort of organically happens. And certainly because I've been doing voiceover I started when I was 13 and I'm 48, so it's been a while. So I think a lot of times when you've done something that much, you sort of know how to get into those moments and envision these sort of imaginary worlds that you're suddenly a part of.
My final thing for you is we're on the eve of the finale. Does Miss Minutes have any advice or warning for us?
I would say sit tight, get some vegan popcorn, and don't miss a minute. of the show or Miss Minutes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.